Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lissa and I am the owner and creator here at Handmade Soap and Shampoo Company, a rather good lather. I'm actually going to skip all of that intro because I'm splicing together 3 videos and I'm going to upload everything all at once. So that being said, in today's video we're going to be making, actually remaking, vanilla bean. So I had 3 batches that I needed to restock this morning. I did oatmeal and I did goat milk. Those are already done and sitting over there insulating. Now we're going to be doing the vanilla bean. So without further ado, let's make some stuff, shall we? Everything's already ready to go, measured, weighed, melted. Lye solution is ready. I have 8 ounces of shred that I am going to be putting into the main batch because this is vanilla bean and I want the shred to mimic vanilla bean. So I took one of my darker colored bars that has the exact same ingredients. I used the same formula to make this batch as what I am making today in the vanilla bean. So what I did was I took 8 ounces away from my total of my oils. So in other words, if I had 60 ounces of oil and I took 8 ounces away from that, that's 52. So my lye solution is going to be enough to saponify the 52 ounces of oil rather than the 60 ounces of oil that I normally make, because obviously you're adding volume. I can't exactly make the 60 ounces, then put this in. It's going to overflow in my mold. So 8 ounces is going to go into the main batch, and then another 3 ounces is going to go shredding all along the top. So this is a total of, obviously, 11 ounces total. So this is 2 full bars that have been fully cured. God, probably at least 6 months anyways, because my bars weigh out 5.5 ounces each after cure. So I shredded up 2 full bars. That's that. Here we go, you guys. All of my safety precautions are in place. Goggles are going on. Got my apron, hair is pulled back, long pants, closed-toed shoes. I made a little slurry with my fragrance oil, which is non-discoloring vanilla, and into this I have mixed 1 teaspoon per pound of oils of titanium dioxide. Even though this is non-discoloring vanilla, it absolutely will discolor it to a yellowish, tannish color. So I put the titanium dioxide in there to help it be as white as it can be under the circumstances. That's it, you guys. It's just so simple today. We're going to get going. Alrighty then, lye solution into the pool. I always scrape out everything, even my lye container. Some people do, some people don't. I'm a doer. I like to get every last little bit. I mean, after all, this was put through a calculator, precise measurements of how much needs to go in there. So I'd like all of that to go in there. Simple as that. All right, let's get to mixing till we get to emulsion. So like I said, there's going to be 2 other videos attached to this one. The first one was oatmeal, the second one was goat milk. I'm just going to splice these all together, and by me I mean my husband is going to splice these all together later for me, because I don't know how to do any of that stuff, he does. Alright, let's see. Oh, we still have separation. Our oils and our waters are not playing well together, and let's keep blending, shall we? It's important to always look for that, you guys, and you'll get better at it if you're just beginning in your soap making journey. You'll get better at looking at, you know, your lye solution and the oils when you combine them and you blend for a little bit and stop. You'll get used to seeing what emulsion is and what isn't, and this is still separating. I can clearly see. I don't know if you guys can on the camera. I can see that it's still separating. So we're going to blend just a little bit more so we at least get to emulsion. I'm not looking to get to a thin trace. I'm looking for just emulsion, so everybody's playing nicely together without separating. All right, I think we're about there. All right, everybody's staying together. Nobody is separating. Wonderful. All right, let's scrape this down a little bit. Then we will add that fragrance oil and blend by hand. It does tend to, this non-discoloring vanilla, which I got from Brambleberry, it can speed up the trace a little bit. So I'm just going to do everything by hand from now on. I'm going to have this, the smaller batch, that's going to go on top, so I can just set that off to the side. The bigger batch with the 8 ounces of the shred, I'm going to have that ready to roll. Okay, let's give our slurry just a little bit of a mix. The only thing I have in here is my titanium dioxide mixed in with my fragrance oil. All right, everybody into the pool. You can already see, guys, even though, again, I said this is non-discoloring vanilla, you can already see it's discoloring. Which is why I put in the titanium dioxide. So you can see that already turned an orangey, tannish. And that's just the nature of vanilla, you guys. I'm not going to stir this too much longer. I'm just going to get these shreds into the mix. The whole shebang goes right in. 8 ounces of shred right into the mix. And just mix that in, incorporate that, and it's starting to get pretty thick. All right, I think we're going to get this into the mold. All right, let's put you off to the side, get everything out of the way. I've got my double mold again today with my divider. All right, you guys, we're just going to hold that down and get to, I'm sorry I have to pour it this way in order for me to hold down this acrylic divider. And I only need to hold it down just for a few seconds, and then the weight of the soap will continue to hold that in place. You can see how yellow, you see how yellow this is, you guys? It's like a yellow-orange tannish already. So don't be fooled by the name non-discoloring vanilla. It absolutely does, regardless, which is why I add the titanium dioxide. And it's not really going to make that much of a difference, the titanium dioxide. This is still going to discolor to a yellow, but it's not going to be a dark brown. One little more scoop I think I can get out of there. All right. Now you see, you guys, how this is coming right up to the edge of the liner here. So this mold, and this is so it's a 7-inch wide mold. Okay, so my single loaf molds are 3.5. So this is a double one, so this is 7. But you can clearly see how this is going right up to the top of the liner, which is why I took out 8 ounces away from my oils, and just ran that through the calculator again so that I would have enough lye, the correct amount of lye, to saponify that new amount of oils. If I had left this the way that it is with my formula, for my 5-pound batch, and just left the 60 ounces of oil the way that it was, this would be completely overflowing onto the floor because I added 8 ounces. So you have to take that away from somewhere. All right, let me get some of this dirty stuff out of the way so you guys can see what's happening here. All right, I am going to go and tap this down gently because I don't want to dislodge the acrylic divider, and I don't want seepage to go underneath the acrylic divider. But I am going to tap this down. So hold, please. Okay. All right, like I said, I only tapped it down a little bit because I didn't want to dislodge anything. I've got these bricks in here on the other half of my mold, just to hold my divider in place a little bit better than it being on its own. I obviously have this marked off. If you guys can see, that's the halfway mark. So this is 3.5 and this is 3.5. And my divider is right on those lines, the 3.5. So that is in effect a single log loaf. Single loaf mold. I can't speak today for some reason. I'm going to take these goggles off too. All right, last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add that 3 ounces of shred. I may or may not use the entire bunch, probably not, but I'm going to generously sprinkle this on the top. Again, it's mimicking vanilla bean. It actually even has little black specks in it, like you would see in actual vanilla beans. And I don't want to like really overload it so, you know, you can't see anything but the shreds. So try to evenly disperse them so that there's enough on each bar, but not so much that it kind of takes away from the rest of the bar, you know. It's just a judgment call. So I'm going to say really about half of the amount that I just shred this morning. So I would say more like 1.5 ounces of shred rather than the full 3. All right, let me just take my chopstick real quick and just kind of give it a little bit of a tap down. I'm not pressing really hard, just very gently, just to kind of get it to stick a little bit with the raw soap dough underneath. I can also redistribute some of this, because again, I don't want a tremendous amount of shred on the top, just enough, you know, just to give it a little bit of texture, a little bit of a different look. This is a rebatch that I'm doing. Also, the oatmeal this morning was a rebatch, as well as the goat milk. However, the goat milk is a completely new design and a new formula. So what I currently have up on my sites for sale, I do have a couple bars left of that. And then this will be, in 4 weeks, this will be going up. Not this, I'm sorry, the goat milk, because it's a brand new formula. And this will be up in 4 weeks too. It needs to sit for 4 weeks. I'm rambling, you guys, and my thoughts are all over the place. All right, that's good enough. Some of it's going to not stick. I just know that. So, but that's good enough. Okay, so really, that's what I have left. So, about half. I used about half. So, I'm going to mark that on my notes that I don't need a full 3 ounces for the top. 1.5 ounces is good enough. All right, give it a spritz of alcohol. And that's it, you guys. Those are the 3 soaps that I did today: the oatmeal, the goat milk, and the vanilla bean. Hope you guys had fun watching today, coming along with me on the soap making journey. And I appreciate you guys just coming, period. I appreciate it. You know, you have a lot of other things that you could be doing right now. And if you came by my channel to watch, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. And if you're so inclined to like and subscribe, that's a wonderful thing. So until we meet again, you guys, be well, stay safe. We'll see you soon.